I'm very excited. I just needed one chance, and I'm very thankful to the Browns and their organization for giving me that chance. And I can't wait to be a part of the team.
Great. With that, we're going to open up to questions. We're going to start with Tom Withers.
Hey, Donovan, welcome to Cleveland, man.
How you doing?
Good, yourself? Hey, you guys cycled through a lot of quarterbacks up in Michigan during your time there. How challenging was that? How difficult was that to be, constantly having almost a new guy in there all the time?
It was challenging, but I think it made me better. I was able to adjust, and I think I'm ready for whatever adjustment comes in my future. So, I'm blessed to go through everything that I went through.
Is it your hope too then to continue to return kicks and punts like you did in college?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Have the Browns talked to you about that at all yet, or?
Yes, sir. That is something that I'm looking forward to, and something that I'll be blessed to be a part of.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Nick, excellent. Thank you, Donovan. We're going to go to Nate Ulrich next.
Okay, cool.
Hey, congratulations. Obviously, everybody knows Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry are with the Browns. What do you think of those two guys? And, are those guys that you've studied? What are your feelings on joining them?
It's great because I actually got a chance to meet both of them. Actually, was getting some tips from Jarvis while I was down in Florida training for the NFL Combine. So, me and him have started to develop our relationship, and man, those guys are Pro Bowl guys. I just can't wait to learn from them.
And those guys are obviously some of the best known guys in the league at their position. After that, the Browns really kind of have an opening, an opportunity for somebody to kind of step up and be that number 3 with those guys. How eager are you to get involved in that and put yourself in the mix?
I'm so ready. It's gonna be a lot of work put in before that, but I'm so ready and I'm blessed with this opportunity.
Thanks, Nate. Dan Lobby.
Donovan, congratulations. 2 questions. Just first of all, because you said Jarvis was giving you tips. What kind of tips was he giving you? And then the second part of that is just what have the last couple of days been like waiting for that opportunity, and what was the moment like when you got that call?
Just talking to me about pre-draft process and everything that he did as a rookie and things that he learned, things that he wants me to understand for me as a player. And I think the biggest thing. What was the other question again?
What have the last couple of days been like, kind of waiting for that opportunity, and what was the moment like when you got the call?
Yeah, it's been tough. Never really imagined this, but I'm so blessed and so grateful that the Browns selected me and believe in me.
Are you one of those guys that remembers the guys that maybe went in front of you?
Yeah, I remember. It's a long list, so I'm definitely gonna remember that.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Daryl Ryder, next question.
Hey, Donovan, welcome to Cleveland. You're a pretty explosive playmaker for the Wolverines, and as others have mentioned, you're going to be behind OBJ and Jarvis. What can just being around them, it's one thing to talk to them casually and get tips that way, but just to be in the locker room, be on the practice field with 2 players of that caliber, what do you hope that'll be able to do for you?
I mean, personally, I love competition. Personally, I rise when the competition rises. So, those are 2 of the best receivers in the NFL. So, I'm so thankful for this opportunity to come to Cleveland. I really can't wait.
Jeff Shadell, we'll go to you next. Jeff, you ready?
Yep. Hey, Donovan, the scouting reports say that you underachieved at Michigan. How do you address that, and do you think that's a fair criticism?
I don't think it's a fair criticism. I did what I could when I had the opportunity. And that it honestly doesn't matter now. I'm looking how to get better. I'm looking to do everything I can for the Browns offense and the team in general.
Thank you, Jeff. Scott Petrick.
Hey, Donovan. We heard so much talk about this receiver class, draft class, and how deep it was. And you said you're going to keep a list of all the guys in front of you. I just am curious, where do you think you ranked in this class? And was it tougher because there were so many quality wideouts available?
I'm not even one to speak on that. I think that the rankings will reveal itself in the next couple of years. I'm blessed to be a part of this organization and blessed to get a chance.
Thank you, Scott. Mary Kay.
Hey, Donovan, a couple things real quick. First of all, a couple of players that have come through these parts before that have gone to Michigan have sort of felt like maybe there was a little bit of a anti-Michigan bias against them. So that's my first question. Do you worry about that at all?
No, not at all.
It's something that would like never cross your mind here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And then the other thing is, do you know Braylon Edwards? I mean, do you have any kind of a relationship with him? And if so, what's that like?
Yeah, I know Braylon. We have a pretty good relationship. I grew up watching Braylon. Grew up, you know, just loving how he played at Michigan, and he just, been really good.
Okay. Thank
Thank you, Mary Kay. Doug, you're up.
Hey, Donovan, congratulations. How close to your potential do you feel like you are right now? How much have you shown of what you can be as a receiver, and how much more can you still show?
I don't feel like I started personally, but I upper trend. I feel like I'm ready, and I feel like it's going to be a great next couple of years.
And I know you've covered this ground before, but I remember talking to you at an Ohio State recruiting camp when you were 15 years old. I know you had offers from everybody, but just to double check, how seriously did you maybe consider Ohio State in the recruiting process before you decided Michigan was the place for you?
I look at every school equally. Look at every school, what they could do for me, and weighed out the pros and the cons, and I ultimately made a decision.
Thanks, Doug. Tony Grossi.
Hey, Donovan, did you have much interaction with the Browns? Was this team a surprise to you or not a surprise to you?
It was a little surprise. I did talk to them a little bit at the combine, and felt really good about them. So, it's a blessing, and I'm just glad they circled back and remember me.
Thank you, Tony. Marla?
Congratulations, Donovan. You've talked about playing with Landry and Odell, but what about playing with Baker Mayfield? Do you figure the possibilities in this offense for you? There's a lot of big plays there.
Yeah, so excited to play with players like Baker and Odell and Jarvis. It's they're really good players, and I think that I can come in and soak up all the information from them and really take it all in. I'm really excited.
When you said you were, Jarvis was giving you some tips, was it like technical stuff or more just about the league, or what, what was he kind of trying to steer you on?
Everything. Any question that I had for him, he tried to answer, and he always made it be known that, I could ask him anything because he's been there before. He's been through a lot, and he's been a really good role model for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nate Ulrich?
Hey, Donovan, I wanted to ask you because I just saw in bio that your dad is an orthopedic surgeon.
Yes, sir.
And what kind of influence did he have on you? And did you want to, pursue that? Is that something you would still be interested in pursuing after football? Where do you stand with that and just kind of, your relationship with your dad?
Yeah, definitely influenced me growing up by wanting to, take academics seriously. Went into college studying biology and further switched to psychology. But, I've always had an academic background, and I'm not sure what'll come with the next years, but, I'm focused on, being a Brown and giving them everything I have.